there, sports fans. This is Playitright TV, and I'm Kirito Henson.
Hi everyone, this is Diane Castillejo. Welcome back to the show. We are so happy to have with us some of your favorite people from the San Miguel team, Coach George Galen and Cameron Clark from the San Miguel Beer squad of the PBA. Welcome guys. Thank you for being on the show.
Yes, thank you. A pleasure being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
Okay,
So
Diane, let's get the show on the road. First of all, Coach George, just review what's happened to San Miguel Beer in the Governor's Cup of the PBA. You went off to a 5-0 streak. Now you've won 2 of the last 4 games since then. What has happened? You've lost twice, once to Converge by 4 and to TNT by 2.
Yeah, it's just because it's good. It's good. We started well. We started on a 5-0 run, and then the straight games are catching up on us. I think we played 9 games in 20 days, so that's kind of hard to do.
yeah. Well, Cam, you guys are 7-2 right now. So what are your thoughts on your team's performance thus far?
I feel like we got off to a pretty good start. We have a good group of guys. Great coach, Coach George. I think he's putting everybody in the right position to be successful. And we still got a lot of work to do, but we're just looking forward to the season and keep getting wins.
Well, Cam, you've played in many countries before coming over to the Philippines. You've played in Italy, you've played in Israel, France, Turkey, Germany, Uruguay. What is so special about how basketball is played in the Philippines compared to those countries where you've played in?
I just feel like I fit real good in the Philippines. Everybody loves basketball over here. Like I said, the team is great. We got a lot of great players. Like I said, Coach George is putting everybody in the right position to be successful. And our focus is the championship. We're trying to take it game by game, but at the end of the day, our focus is to get a championship.
Yeah. Cam, what's it like playing for such a popular team like San Miguel? Of course, in the last conference you played for NLEX. So, what are some of the differences, if you might say, playing for San Miguel Beer under Coach George?
It's great. San Miguel is a great, team, great organization. It's a great background with winning championships. So I know what comes with this. I'm not taking it for granted, and they're known for winning championships and having a great team. So I'm just trying to bring that toughness, that mental toughness, and that fight every time I come onto the court.
Coach
Great.
George, you've won championships in the Philippine Basketball League. In fact, 6 championships. You've won 10 championships in the PBA as an assistant coach. Now, you've been an assistant for Coach Yang Giao, for Coach Ryan Gregorio, for Coach Leo Austria. What have you learned from those head coaches that you're now bringing to your position as head coach of San Miguel Beer?
Well, those 3 coaches are champion coaches, so I just get their positive ways and just try to adopt it and just to take out the negativity and just think of the positive things that those 3 coaches brought when I was an assistant.
And Coach George, how are you managing to prepare the team both for the current PBA conference as well as the EASL coming up?
I know it's
Kasi
hard.
malapit na yon.
I know. I think we're leaving on the 28th, and then
Wow.
we're leaving on the 28th, and I guess, and then we're playing 4 games straight. So it's gonna be tough again. It's just like here. That's what I said. We played. I think we played 9 games in 20 days. So it's kind of hard to adjust practices and everything. The things you want to do you can't do because you got to save their legs. Because I think that's too much games.
So,
Coach
but
George,
right now, yeah.
yeah, just looking over your schedule in the PBA, in the last 5 days, you've played 3 games. You think
I know.
fatigue is setting in? Also, I noticed that you're the only team in the PBA that has played all 5 players as starters in every game. Are you thinking now of perhaps changing that rotation just to be able to give your players more time to rest?
No, no, because I'm very lucky to start the 5 players, the starting five, uh 9 times. That means we don't have injuries, but so that's very great. The team and the team's very fortunate that we didn't get in injuries at that time of this nine game streak, because it's really hard, but we managed uh, ourselves in practice and games. So we're I'm really very happy that no one got injured.
And Cam, with your experience in other countries and playing in different leagues, playing such with such intensity now with the frequency of your games, what are some of the techniques or strategies that you use to be able to still stay fresh, to be injury free, as coach has said?
Well, I feel like Coach George, he's been doing this a while, so we focus in on what we need to do during practice, film sessions, and we don't try to overdo it during practice, but still the time that we're in there,
Mm-hmm.
we lock in and focus on what we need to accomplish to get a win. And the training staff have been a great job with just helping us with our bodies and things of that nature. So, like I said, San Miguel Beermen, they're a Class A organization. They've been doing this for a
Yeah.
while, so they know what their players need to be successful on the court, and it shows in our play and in our practice. So.
Can let's talk about the EASL Champions Week coming up. That'll be played in Japan March 1 to 5. You've got your first game against Ryukyu Golden Kings, and that's the Japanese B League runner-up. That'll be on March 2. One of the imports that they'll be playing is Alan Durham, whom I know you're very familiar with. In the PBA, you're working solo as an import. In the EASL, you're going to be with another import, Jesse Govan. How are you excited about playing in the EASL, going up against guys like Alan Durham? And then in your second game on March 4th, you're going up against Anyang. One of their imports is Omar Spellman, a first-round draft pick of the Atlanta Hawks, and who has played 2 years in the NBA. How are you gearing up for the coming EASL with Jesse?
I feel like it's going to be a great challenge. We've been playing a lot of games. We got 4 games coming up. That's going to be tough. We're just looking forward to compete, man. We have another import coming in. We're trying to get him acclimated with the team as quickly as possible. But like I said, it's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be a whole new experience for us. But we're looking forward to it.
Coach, what kind of basketball are you gonna have to be playing pagdating sa EASL? Kasi it's gonna be, different from the PBA, and anong klaseng adjustment ang gagawin nyo kaya?
First of all, we have to adjust with the weather. I heard it's -1, so it's gonna
Oh
be
yeah.
kind of cold. I know.
Yeah,
So one is, yeah, I know. I just looked at the weather forecast. It's -1 there. So that's the first adjustment. Now,
mm-hmm.
and then I think we're arriving on the 28th, and then we still have a bus trip about 2 hours and a half, I think, going to
What's
wherever.
your name?
So
Yeah.
yeah, so again, it's a resting period.
Uh-huh.
Saving the legs and all of that, because in order to compete, we have to be fresh. So I'm gonna make sure when we go to the court, we'll be prepared and fresh.
Coach George, you're only allowed 12 players in the lineup for San Miguel in the EASL. That means right from the start, you will have a 12-man lineup. Two slots will be for your imports. And who are the guys who are going to be left behind? Or are you bringing the entire team over to Utsunomiya and then Okinawa?
No, we're just bringing 10 local players. So and then two Cam and Goban.
Jesse?
Jesse. So anyway, we have a roster only of 13. So only three guys will stay. But the most important is we bring a lot of PT so to take care of them. 'Cause
PT
I'm
talaga.
sure I know because I'm sure it's gonna be hectic again.
Cam, how do you like the Coach George is talking about the importance of bringing a lot of physical therapists to keep you guys fresh and strong. So how are you liking the physical therapists in the Philippines as compared to, let's say, what you're used to, or in the other leagues? What can you say about them?
Man, it's very good. Shout out to my man Sting, man. He be taking care of me. But yeah, like I said, they do a great job with us, man, with our bodies, ice, cold tub, things of that
Yeah.
nature. So Coach George really looks out for us and in that way, in that aspect. So you
You're
know,
happy. You're
it's
happy.
good. For sure, definitely.
Coach George, just looking at your staff, you've got an all-star support cast among your coaches. You've got B-Boy Ravanes, Peter Martin, Ato Agustin. You've got Boise Samar, Dayong Mendoza. What roles do each or does each one play in your scheme of things?
Well, everybody has their roles here in this team. We before the conference started, I told them to choose the teams they wanted to prepare, and then when those teams come, well, when it's their time, then we just talk about the game plans, and then we just discuss before be- before we discuss it to the players. So all of the assistants are very active.
Nice. And can you update us on your injured players still, Terence Romeo and Erndon? Kumusta na sila, and then kailan sila makakabalik?
Terence will go to Japan because what's this again? I think he's gonna try his hamstring there, but of course we
Mm,
won't force him. Vic is about 60 to 70%, but he's very busy with his therapy. Herndon is the same. I think after the All Star, Terence and Herndon will be joining us already in the court.
So
nice.
Terence
That's good
Romeo will
news.
be playing in Japan. Who are the guys
No,
who are going to
he will go to Japan, but he's day to day. But for sure, he will play on our last two games in the PBA.
Okay, so he'll go to Japan, but he will not be on the roster of 12 to play.
He will be.
He
He
will
will be.
be.
Yes, he
Okay.
will be because we couldn't change anymore.
Okay, so he's in the roster. Hernan is
Yeah.
in the roster as well. Wala
No,
sa.
he's not. He's not because I think his injury will be okay after March 7 or 8. I wish Rob was there, but he can't because I think his legs still hurt.
So Vic Manuel is not going to Japan.
He is also, but 70 to 80%. But but I think by that time, I mean, I'm still talking about the PBA. By the time we play March 16, he'll be fully recovered.
Okay, so I imagine you're also be going with CJ Perez. You're going with JMF. You're going with
I know
Motag Tua,
the
Jericho
the
Cruz.
most the most frustrating there is I can't play golf because it's cold. Nah, joke.
All right. Well, Coach, if I might ask you something a little personal.
Oh,
We live in the same village. In 1988, you suffered a motorcycle accident. You lost vision in your right eye. But believe it or not, and miracle of miracles, after 11 years, you were playing in the PBA for
I
Tanduay
know.
under Coach Al Francis Chua. And, you did okay. You're playing golf like you have no disability. How do you do it? What's the mental fortitude that you show every time you play competitive sports?
Praying. I always pray every day. Pray, pray, and pray.
I
That's
Thank
guess
I,
great.
I thank the Lord for all of those blessings.
yeah, you're really blessed, Coach George, especially with a team like this that you're handling. Diane?
Cam, I wanted to ask you some off-court moments. You look very happy. I know you sound like you're very happy with, playing with San Miguel. Who's your best buddy on the team? And what are can you share some maybe off-court moments that you love most about being with San Miguel or just being in the Philippines in general?
Cam, this is
Uh,
censored, so relax when you say it.
This is for
Relax,
public
relax,
viewing.
Cam, when you say it. Cam, you better be nice, buddy.
No, like I said, man, this whole organization is great. The players here
Mm-hmm.
are amazing. They've been very welcome. The GMs,
Mm-hmm.
bosses have been very welcoming for me. C. Ross, man, he been taking good care of me. Showing me all the good food places. My guy Simon, High. Jumar, man, he's a big kid, but he locks in when it's time to play. CJ, everybody, CO. My guy, Mo Money, man, he's the heart and soul of the team. Just gets everybody in their groove, man. But Jericho, everybody's been great, man. The chemistry is great with us. So I feel like that helped us also. We can joke around, off the court, but at the same time, when it's time for game, we're gonna lock in and be dogs. So I think that helps us with our chemistry as a team and a group to help us go a long way.
Well, Ken, just looking
Nice.
at your resume, when you played in the NBA Summer League, you played for the Los Angeles Clippers. You also played for the Milwaukee Bucks. Can you recall some of the best moments that you had playing in the NBA Summer League? And who were some of your teammates who are stars in the NBA who probably influenced how you play the game?
That whole experience was just great. Going up against a lot of NBA guys. It's just a whole different ball game in the summer league. Everybody's fighting for a position. You just got to go out there and show your stuff. It was a great opportunity, great experience. Playing for a world class team like the Clippers. It was just great for me. But I would say my guy Buddy Hill. He's one of the guys that I still and is in contact with. Actually, was talking to him yesterday before the 3-point challenge. But yeah, that's my guy. He looks out for me. So
Nice. Well, Coach, I wanted to ask you how do you like being at the helm of the San Miguel team? What can you say about your boys? And since Cam's here, what can you say about Cam being part of your squad? What does he
I just,
bring to the team?
I'm gonna tell my boys just one thing. I love them all. That's all.
Oh, sweet, sweet.
I love them all.
Nice.
for sure.
Well,
Yeah, that's great.
before we wrap up, and we're coming close to the 20-minute mark, just need to ask Cam and also Coach George. Cam first, who do you think is your strongest opposition? Granted that you guys are going to the final, and I know that's your objective. Who do you think is going to be your matchup? In which team are you going to be playing against in the finals? And which import are you kind of like have to be prepared more than 100% to go up against?
I would say we just really focus on ourselves as of right now. Everybody in the PBA is a great team. Every import is good. Can go score 1,000,000 points. You know what I mean? But we're not really focused on. I mean, we are focused on our other opponents before we play them. But I feel like it starts with us. We got to be focused on ourselves and know what we need to do to win games. So we really just focus on us.
Coach George, what about you?
Cam answered everything. We just do it game by game. Yeah, we don't think of course we think of being in the in the championship, but whoever is there, we will be focused and prepared for them.
Okay. Diane,
Nice.
any
And
last
fine and
question?
yeah, finally, we always get a lot of San Miguel fans watching our show. Cam, what would you like to say to your supporters? Coach
Shout
as
out to
well.
the SMB family. Go beer. Let's go.
Coach?
And Coach George?
Same, just the same thing. To the SMB family, keep on supporting, and we as much as I love my players, we also love the fans. So keep on supporting us.
Well, as they say, fear the beer. Is that right, Cam?
Definitely, most definitely. You better.
All
No,
right. Fear-
mine is drink the beer. No, joke.
Well, thanks
After
very much,
golf.
guys. Thanks
After
very much
go,
for joining our
after
show.
go.
Coach George and Cam, best of luck to you in the Governor's Cup. Also, best of luck to you in Japan. That's a
Yeah.
$250,000 first prize to be won. And, the way you guys are playing, the way TNT is playing, who knows? Maybe you guys will face off in the final. That'll be an all PBA final in Japan if it works out.
That's gonna be great for the Filipino community there. If San Miguel and Talk and Tex will play in the finals.
Yeah. All
Yeah, that
right.
would be
Well, thanks very
fantastic.
much
Well,
again,
all the
Diane.
best, guys. Thanks for
Thank you,
being on
thank
our
you,
show.
Thank you.
We look
Appreciate it.
forward to
Thank you.
your next
thank
games.
you,
God bless.
thank you for inviting
Bye.
us. Too. All right, bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Coach
Thanks,
George.
thanks.
Thanks,
All right,
Cam.
thank you. Bye bye.
Well, Diane, nice to hear from Coach George. What a journey he has had, and I
Yeah.
had to ask that personal question about his um, his journey in the PBA because he did suffer that major accident, and
Grabe, galing, no?
unbelievable that he was able to recover from that and still play in the PBA, and now he's a champion head coach, and it's so nice to see a story like that, very inspiring. And
Yeah.
Diane, I'm sure you also enjoyed talking to Cameron Clark.
Well, actually, both of them, I love their aura, parang super positive, and of course, they sound extremely happy and satisfied with where they are now. Well, they're off to a good start and in a very good position. And you heard naman si Cam say a number of times na, being with San Miguel is a Class A organization when it comes to professional basketball. So, when you have the members of your team happy, usually you get very good results. So looking forward to how the rest of the PBA season and of course how they're gonna do in the EASL. That'll be super exciting. Can you imagine if TNT and them will be the one to face off, diba?
Very, very
Pwede ba?
possible.
What do you think, Kenito? Pwede?
Very, very possible. Especially since now San Miguel is going to be reinforced by a second import. So they'll be playing with two imports, plus they'll have Junmar Fajardo, CJ Perez, Cyber Enciso. Yeah, I think they're going to be a very formidable force. And if Terence Romeo plays in Japan, that'll be
Yeah.
sensational. And TNT, well, you can't sell them short either because they've got Daniel Ochefu, who's going to be playing with Ronde, Hollis Jefferson. And then you've got the rest of the TNT cast. It's going to be nice. EASL Champions Week, that's coming your way in Japan, March 1 to 5. And with that, we want to thank you again for watching us and joining us on Playitright TV. Remember, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Playitright TV all the way.
Hope you enjoyed our episode and we hope to see you again next time. Please give us your comments and suggestions who else you'd like for us to talk to on the show. And please also visit playitright.com. They have lots of world-class sports and fitness products that you can purchase for yourself. They always have great promos, great discounts. For sure, you're going to be super happy with anything that you purchase on playitright.com.
All right.
So
With that,
maraming salamat ulit. This is Diane Castillo. Until next time,
see you. Kinita Hanson. Play it right all the time.
adios.